dalam BuzzPOP hari ini kita bakal membincangkan tentang siri anime terbaru di Netflix, SPYxFAMILY. Para panelis kita malam ini terdiri daripada saya, Nadzru Iskandar daripada BuzzPOP TV, Kaki komik kita, Duan Yakuza. What's up bro, how you doing man?
Hai.
Hello.
Ohayo.
Seterusnya Kaki anime kita, Anri Alwi. What's up bro?
Yo, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Dan terakhir sekali Kaki anime Shaz. How you doing man?
Hello.
Hai. Alright, kita akan memulakan perbincangan malam ini dengan reaksi satu ayat. Alright, jadi reaksi satu ayat aku untuk SPYxFAMILY is satu permulaan yang terbaik, penuh dengan world building zaman Cold War dan elemen-elemen dunia spy yang menarik. Jadi untuk memulakan perbincangan kita malam ini, aku akan tanya setiap panelis, apakah pengalaman anda dengan siri manga ini serta reaksi satu ayat anda terhadap episod SPYxFAMILY minggu ini. Kita mulakan dengan Duan. Silakan Duan.
Reaksi satu ayat aku adalah sugoi. Nice lah. Dia ikut manga. Aku dah baca manga nombor 1 dia bila dekat Kino. So dia memang ikut setakat ni ikut exactly lah. Lepas tu seronok. Aku dapat tengok manga yang yang orang sangat manga ni aku terpengaruh sebab ramai orang kata best. Ramai gila yang manga budak-budak kena manga yang kira recommend manga ni lah. So aku macam apa yang best sangat pasal SPYxFAMILY ni? Apa yang cerita pasal serius? Ramai kata kelakar-kelakar. So aku beli, aku baca memang kelakar. Sebab tu dia punya manga memang clean. Lepas tu dia punya anime pun, bila studio ni dapat pun dia buat dengan clean. So bila kita tengok manga tu dah boleh bergerak apa semua, aku macam seronok. So hopefully manga anime ni dapat follow manga ni lah.
Nice. By the way, episod pertama dalam 20 minit ni basically berapa chapter dalam Tankobon nombor 1 tu?
Aku rasa sebab dia tak jumpa bini dia lagi kan. Aku rasa first photo episode. First 2 episode aku tak ingat.
Okay, cool.
Tersilap.
Seterusnya kita tanya kita punya kaki anime, Andri, apakah pengalaman anda dengan manga ini sebelum ini and your thoughts about the first episode? Silakan.
Okay, I first saw this manga, I think when it first came out, or around the first time it came out. At the time, it had great reviews. It was making the rounds for the first few weeks, and I actually read the first few pages. I liked it, but I dropped it because even though it's good, I can tell from the story that this is one of those manga that you have to appreciate watching the anime instead of reading, because there's a lot of monologues. Okay, I mean the art style, the girl looks like Yotsuba, very cute, and Yotsuba is picture centric. One kid, they tell the stories, but this one they have a lot of is a spy. They have a lot of talking going on. So I don't think I can appreciate this at that moment, at that particular format. So I choose to gamble and say, okay, maybe it'll come out anime, better format. I was right. Besides, at the time, it was also the time I found out solo leveling, so I had to make a choice lah: solo leveling or SPYxFAMILY.
Nice. Tak sabar nak tengok solo leveling one of these days.
I don't think so. The manga's better.
Alright. Seterusnya Shaz, silakan Shaz. Reaksi satu ayat dan pengalaman anda, silakan.
There's only one line that convinced me, and I'm going everywhere with this stupid line, okay? Like, don't mind Cici. it completely reflects how Anya is. Aku ni genius. Aku boleh faham, I can understand a lot of things. Aku boleh read people's mind. Tapi in the end dia masih budak tau. So when you see, this is the what do you call it, precious attitude tau. Budak-budak yang dia ingat dia hebat, lepas tu dia lalas, tapi saya masih takut dengan kucing yang marah ke, benda ni pedas ke, ataupun dia lari-lari semangat, lepas 10 minit saya sudah penat lah. I totally tak peduli pun the setting, the world building. It's more like aku just nak tengok the interaction of the entire family ni. How is Anya going to treat the family, and how are they going to handle her as a budak yang dia ada adult punya viewpoint tau. Dia macam tak sedar diri yang dia tu masih budak sometimes. So it's very funny.
Alright, so aku rasa kita ada satu komen daripada penonton di rumah. Mofah mengatakan, "Hello Shaz, saya fan Shaz." Wow, ni Mofah ni sejak My Hero Academia days Welcome back bro, welcome back.
Tu dah lama lah.
Itulah. Seterusnya Kudo mengatakan, in my humble opinion, the manga is fine on its own and the anime is a bonus. Dapat studio yang baik pula tu. Aku rasa dengan itu berakhirlah segmen pertama kita ini, dan kita bakal membincangkan 3 plot menarik daripada episod minggu ini. Alright, so segmen pertama kita adalah tentang LOID Forger, Operation Strix. Kita ada 4 soalan dalam segmen ini. Soalan pertama untuk semua panelis. Apakah pendapat anda tentang pilihan mangaka untuk menerokai dunia spy ketika era Cold War di lokasi fiksional yang kelihatan bagaikan East dan juga West Berlin? So kita mulakan dengan Duan. Silakan Duan.
Dia punya world building
Ya, dia punya world building.
Pasal Cold War. Aku rasa memang sebab seperti yang kita tahu semua, zaman spy tengah naik memang masa zaman Cold War. Sebabnya masa tu perang dingin lah kata, tak actual perang. So masing-masing takut nak make a move. Sebab kalau make a move jadi World War 3. So instead of dihantar tentera kosong-kosong ni, so dia hantar spy. So perang dingin tu dan diam, so spy ni masing-masing keluarkan spy. Semua tak berani serang terang-terangan kan. Instead of that, dia pakai spy, semua pakai spy. So kat situ spy ni jadi macam satu benda yang popular. Lepas tu Hollywood ambil apa semua. So memang aku rasa memang zaman Cold War ni memang terkenal dengan spy lah. Dari segi James Bond ke apa semua lah. So setting dia tu logik dan tepat lah. Tapi dia ambil pendekatan anime ni sebenarnya dia punya world building tu memang dah kena, tapi dia buat kelakar. Aku mula ingat cerita ni serius pasal spy tapi boleh kelakar dengan si Twilight ni pun macam macam mana cakap, dia ada dia punya code lah kan. Dia macam memang jadi spy serius, tapi dia spy yang bagus, tapi dia macam dia tak tahu lagi yang anak dia tu anak yang dah ambil sebenarnya dia telepat bini dia akan jumpa ni adalah assassin. Dia tak jumpa lagi. So kalau orang baca buku nombor 1 sampai sudah diorang tak tahu yang Anya tu boleh telepat lagi. Aku tak tahu sampai bila, aku tak baca lagi buku nombor 2, so tak tahu sampai bila Anya akan sorok rahsia tu. Aku rasa eventually akan terbongkar juga, tapi the moment yang diorang tak tahu tu seronok sebenarnya. Sebab dia tak tahu, tapi Anya seorang yang tahu. Anya tu macam kita dia macam pembaca manga tau. Kita je yang tahu. Macam dia suruh. Tapi dia orang tu tak tahu apa. So dekat mata Anya tu seronok lah, betul lah cakap Shazli, betul lah. Kita nak tengok interaction, nak tengok karakter. World building ni macam belakang-belakang lah. Kena tengok perangai diorang ni. Aku nanti-nantikan lah.
Aku suka every time dia cakap Daddy is lying. Sial.
Yes.
Itu balik kelakar.
Lepas tu dia pandang macam kan.
Lepas tu dia pada macam betul lah.
Pasal Twilight tak tahu. Yang paling sedih, Twilight tak tahu. Dia tipu confident gila sebab dia spy. Spy kena menipu. Sebab tu kau boleh tipu orang, sebab tu jadi spy. Tapi budak tu dia lagi macam, kalau dia tahu malu saya. Jatuh maruah dia sebagai spy, kata tak.
Seterusnya, Andri, your thoughts about the world building and Cold War. Silakan.
Okay, the world building is perfect. World War II dah over. This is basically the 1960s, 70s, maybe even early 80s. Alternate universe, German type of country. We know this is from the Cold War era setting. I get a lot of vibes from the movie, The Living Daylights, yang the old James Bond movie, which is also good. Timothy Dalton James Bond movie. Setting dia okay. Technology wise, it's a bit conflicted, but that's fine for now. Still the first episode. The casting is perfect for LOID Forger. This is the guy yang kau tak silap kan, he sounds very familiar. This is apa ni, Eguchi, Tatsuya Eguchi, something his name. This is a guy who had a lot of high and low career points in seiyuism. This is the guy yang buat Mighty Romantic Comedy Snafu. He can talk, so he's perfectly casted for this monologue type of roles and stories. So they had the character right, the setting right. So far everything is right. Even ANYA, not the best waifu of the show, the best character of the show, is done perfectly casted, and her role is by some sort of newcomer. This girl is Hinatsuru from Demon Slayer, one of the wives, Tengen. Yang one of the ponytail. That's tak kenal kan? This is her
voice is totally different though.
Possible breakthrough role. So she has a lot of things going on. So does the Tetsuya Eguchi. One thing that's missing is YOR Forger punya appearance. This is the top 3. If she can kick it, this series could be macam My Dress Up Darling. Every episode is a 5-star, back to back, perfect show.
Where can I find that show though? My Dress Up Darling though. I can't seem to find it, man.
Serious? Oh, okay. We can talk later.
Lepas ni kita cerita ya. Okay, seterusnya Shaz, silakan Shaz. Apakah pendapat anda tentang the world building? Silakan.
There's 2 points. The first one, I think you guys gonna correct me lah. The detective film Noah punya era, was it around this time juga?
Yes, around this time. Around this time as well.
So they purposely took this, the mangaka sengaja ambil this setting because this is the setting yang ada banyak monolog. There's a lot of talking in your head and everything. And this is the era where banyak secrets tau. So it's quite funny bila si budak ni, "Hai, saya ni doktor." Bapak nipu. So it's like the whole premise is like the parents are keeping secret gila tapi anak dia macam like, "Mama tipu, daddy tipu." She knows everything that the parents are hiding, tapi sebab dia budak, dia tak faham ini apa benda. Jom kita tekan button nye. Tiba-tiba hantar broadcast message, villains dapat macam like, sudah, aku dah kena kidnap, tolong. So the choice of the world building is specifically because it's an era of secrets. And this is 2 characters which the two adults nak simpan their secrets. Tapi anak dia orang tahu. I mean, dia orang punya foster kid tahu. And the thing is, at this point of time, kita pun tak tahu background ANYA. So everything is a mysterious punya perspective lah. We do not know dia orang punya main motivations. Kita tak tahu dia orang punya organisation mana dia orang work for. Will there be cloak and dagger backstabbing ke, macam mana ke, dia orang jadi rogue agents ke. There's a lot of potential lah. Yang dah baca komik tu dia orang tahulah kan, but for the first time viewer macam like, there's so much potential all wrapped up in a very funny comedy of a budak yang tak sedar dia ni budak. Aku tahu semua, aku nak jadi spy world. Wow, it's a spy world. Tapi bila jalan sikit dah penat. It's so funny.
Alright, that brings us kepada soalan kedua kita untuk segmen ini. Untuk Henry,
Yes.
apakah pendapat anda tentang Twilight, seorang spy cekap from the Cold War yang motivasi dia for doing all this shit is to save the world for a better future for the children. Tapi ironically, dia punya childhood itself is pretty fucked up because he is an orphan from the wars. Silakan.
Okay, like I said, I just follow the anime, and this is only one episode. But from what I can catch is that LOID Forger, Twilight, whatever his name is, his motivation to become a spy is basically for world peace, so that no one has to cry like him when he was a child. Okay, the motivation is good, it's noble, but we all know it's bullshit. At the end of the day, his employers, government, whatever his people he serve, use the term world peace as an ends for everything. So does the enemy. Remember, masa ANYA was forced to study for world peace. So dia punya enemy, my bosses, my allies, all get saying world peace. And I'm pretty sure at the end of this series, he's going to realize that world peace does not exist. That true world peace is basically the world getting destroyed and you creating your own world through your own peace. So that's my take on it lah. It's something that they will both all learn and attain as the series progress. At least I hope so, for the sake of proper story punya management. But I have to say that for an anime like this, right, it is a very detailed anime because of the punya cara monolog punya style. Every time Lloyd lies, Anya said Daddy lies, penipu. Every time dia nipu, she will correct the viewers. Lloyd monolog and then Anya monolog. They intersect. So it's quite detail there. And then every time there was this one scene yang kat orphanage when Lloyd was trying to find a candidate. Anya wanted the smartest girl. Anya, she can read minds. This whole series they pay attention on details. It's not on style, macam Demon Slayer. It's not on. It's not even on comedy. It's all small details. When he say wants to find a child, tengok Anya. Oh, she looks young. What does Anya do? She tries to stand up on her toes. Because why? Untuk budak kecil kan. Kalau the bigger you are, the older you are. There's a small detail that the animators and the story makers make. So when she heard that Lloyd nak cari budak pandai, what does she do? Crossword puzzle. All these small details. And then they give you also small details on all the spy trivia. Anya punya code 007. We all know what 007 is. It's James Bond's code. Lloyd Forger, namanya Forge, is a fake name. Okay, there's a pun there, a joke, inside joke there. There's a lot of things going on for the show, and it's just at half an hour. It's like a 24-minute anime show, and it has more details, more effort done in these 3-4 minutes than most movies that you're gonna see this spring. Yeah, so I'm just gonna say I appreciate the details so far. Yeah.
Yes.
And aku nak tambah. Aku suka dia punya reaction Lloyd Forger ni towards Anya sebab dia ni tak pernah ada anak. Macam like budak ni tak habis-habis ikut aku lah, ke sini ada, ke sana. That's typical budak punya perangai. And the way he's reacting is like, tak habis-habis lah budak kerja dia, kejar aku dah pening. Lepas tu bila bawa keluar, kejap nak bawa macam ni, kejap nak bawa macam tu, dia pun like, is this a mistake aku dapat budak ni kan? So his character is consistent in the fact that he's done everything except raise a kid. So when now he has to raise a kid as part of dia punya cover, he's totally blank, pening kepala. But that's how Anya makes up for it lah, sebab dia boleh baca the mind, oh alamak, oh daddy aku pening ya, okay, aku layan dia sikit lah, aku jangan bagi dia pening sangat, that kind of thing. So hopefully there'll be more scenes like that in the future.
Yes, aku setuju dengan Andri dengan Shaz. For a small 24-minute episode, there is so much tersirat dan tersurat within just 24 minutes. So I look forward for the next 12 weeks di mana kita akan dapat the first core before we break untuk Oktober for the second core. Soalan seterusnya adalah soalan spoiler. Jadi kalau ada panelis yang tak nak dengar, sila turn off your audio sekarang. Soalan untuk Duan. Okey, silakan. Soalan tu Duan. Pada pengetahuan anda sebagai seorang pembaca manga, adakah Operation Strix bakal melibatkan hanya beberapa episod awal ataupun keseluruhan first core, iaitu the 12 episodes of season 1? Apakah spekulasi anda? Silakan Duan. Lama ke Operation Strix ni? Yang dia kena pergi sekolah, lepas tu dia kena infiltrate sekolah, jumpa parent orang jahat tu. Silakan. Kau tengah ambil, silakan.
Kalau based on manga first volume kau tak silap aku, memang Operation Strix ni tak habis lagi, sebab memang Anya kena masuk sekolah. Then dia kena ada wife, dia pun baru tahu kena ada wife, dia orang kena jadi satu family. So sampai habis volume 1 memang tak habis lagi Operation Strix ni. Aku tak tahu sampai volume berapa, tapi aku rasa bukan, aku tak sure the whole season, first season. Tapi kalau manga mungkin volume tak sampai volume 5 kot. Aku dah dapat rasakan, aku rasa, sebab aku rasa dia akan ada banyak operation lagi lah, baru menarik. Sebab aku pun baru habis baca first volume tu tak baca lagi, tapi aku dapat rasakan ni lah. Nanti kalau aku dah baca, nanti aku confirm balik. Tapi spoiler lah pula nanti kan. Tapi aku boleh katakan kemungkinan first season aku rasa fokus kat Operation Strix ni. Aku dapat rasakan ni. Kemungkinan. Sebab memang first volume tak habis lagi pasal season ni. Sebab diorang baru jumpa, dia baru jumpa wife dia kan. Jumpa wife dia. Nanti dia dengan wife dia macam nak cakap, aku rasa boleh katakan macam Mr. and Mrs. Smith jugalah. Macam Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Masing-masing tak tahu. Sebab kalau aku pergi spy pun macam salah satu jenis assassin juga, dia bunuh juga. Cuma dia lebih kepada nak menyiasat. Assassin ni dia dah ada target terus bunuh. Macam tak dia banyak beza sangat. So diorang pun tak tahu masing-masing punya background, tapi diorang just go along. Yang tahu hanya seorang je lah. So at the end of the volume 1 tu dah ada cliffhanger yang best lah. So tapi dia tak habis lagi pasal Operation ni. So aku rasa akan sambung. Aku rasa first season ni maybe fokus pasal Operation ni lah.
Menurut Kudo yang dah membaca ke semua 5 volume, dia mengatakan bahawa Operation Strix bakal take over the whole of the first core. So I think that's going to be interesting. For the next 12 weeks kita akan tengok Operation Strix. So yes, I look forward to that. Okay Shaz, dah boleh on balik dah. Dah tak ada spoiler dah. Okay.
Okay.
So basically Andri dengan Shaz memang tak dengar langsung tadi.
Saya dengar.
Oh okay. Shaz dia tak dengar.
Tapi aku rasa tak ada spoiler sangat pun, sebab
It's not much spoiler. I can guess how it's going to end. Even now I can guess how it's going to end.
Yeah. It's just the journey that's going to be interesting for the next 12 weeks. You know, we know where the end point is, you know.
This story basically they wanted to get some info on Desmond Donovan through dia punya child. So if you think it properly, right, it's not a 7-day mission. It's going to take as long as it's going to take lah. So if they want to make it a one core, even the whole series kan, macam Attack on Titan, like 5 seasons just on Operation Strix kan, I'm not surprised.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, jadi soalan terakhir untuk segmen pertama kita adalah kepada Shaz. Pada spekulasi anda, apakah penyakit yang dihidapi oleh LOID Forger yang menyebabkan dia knocked out ketika di sekolah ANYA? Will this impede him in future episodes of season 1 nanti? Like he blacked out, right? And then the next thing was dia bangun dekat dia punya apartment. I was like, what the fuck? Silakan.
Aku rasa dia is not really a penyakit, dia more like overwork. Dia ni macam dia dah, because he's so into the spy punya world, he cannot even take a nap when you know in a non-safe environment. Dia sampai apartment baru pun dia tengok sini ada escape route, ada tempat keluar sini is there anything that can block the door and everything. And then bila dia bangun daripada dia punya nap tu kan, dia terkejut tau, like, weh, Anya siapa dekat badan aku dekat? Oh, celaka ada Anya rupanya. So that really caught him off guard lah. So I think based on what yang kita nampak sekarang ni is dia punya overwork fatigue. Dia dah sampai dia tak boleh nak take a proper rest, so dia always tidur sikit here and there. And then when you dah no longer can take it, your body akan ada micro sleep tau, dia akan just tertidur by itself. So that is that might be his condition right now lah. But maybe lepas nanti dia dah ada dia punya wife in the family, they can take turn sleeping lah kot, kalau dia boleh percaya lah.
Tuan, ada apa-apa perkara spoiler yang kau nak share dengan kita orang?
Ada apa pun nak tambah?
Macam kenapa dia terpengsan tu? Dia terpengsan pasal dia ada penyakit ke? Dia terpengsan pasal letih ke?
Betul lah. Yang saya cakap betul lah. Dia sebab kalau kau tengok kan, dia tak ada, kau tak nampak scene yang dia take 5 lah. Dia macam tak ada rehat langsung. Dia baru balik rumah tiba kena serang kan. Kena serang semua, gelupur pun dah lari. Lepas tu melayan si Anya pula. Tu dah sampai rumah baru apa semua, dia dah macam dia dah memang flat lah. So mana-mana siapa kau, kalau logiknya pun kau spy ke kau apa pun, badan kau bila dah maksimum kau akan tertidur juga, sebab badan kau perlu rehat. Tu cara badan kau bagi tahu signal dekat otak kau kena rehat. Kau tak nanti memang kau dapat sakit lah. Tapi sebabkan dia macam mana cakap sebabkan dia dia biasa jadi spy, so spy ni macam always kena aware you punya surrounding. So kalau macam tertidur tanpa macam mana cakap, kalau spy ni aku rasa macam tidur ayam lah, macam di kungfu kau boleh macam akan menjaga kan. So bila kau tertidur lena tu macam satu macam anytime kau boleh kena bunuh lah. So dia rasa sangat macam dia macam konon dah fail lah tapi selamat, tak ada apa-apa, anything happen lah kan. Tapi badan aku suka macam masa dia flashback masa dia kecil kan, masa dia teringat anaknya macam dia. Sebabnya Anya ni pernah macam tak ada orang sebab dekat zaman tu kan. Dia teringat dia pun masa dia kecil pun dia seorang-seorang, tak siapa yang guide dia. Tapi sebenarnya mesti ada orang guide dia jadi spy. Aku nak tahu siapakah orang yang guide dia. Aku harap ada diceritakan lah. Kat manga pun tak ada lagi. Yang sampai aku baca ni lah. Akan datang tak tahu lah.
Ya, nampaknya macam Twilight ni adalah mangsa perang. Maksudnya bandar dia kena blitz macam London ataupun Germany kena blitz masa malam, and then kau bangun the next day everything is destroyed. It looks like that lah. It looks like origins yang agak sedih lah, and I look forward to learning more over the next 12 ataupun 25 weeks depending on dia nak cover dalam first core ataupun second core. Alright guys, so dengan itu
there might also be a reasoning kenapa dia tak rela nak tidur dah. Because kalau betul-betul he come from a town yang kena bom masa dia orang tengah tidur, dia bangun-bangun macam like semua dah mati. So it's like, can I still take a nap anymore ke tak?
Yeah,
dia jadi trauma lah.
Betul. Interesting. Alright guys, so dengan itu berakhirlah segmen pertama kita, dan sekarang kita akan membincangkan babak menarik kita yang kedua. Alright, so babak menarik kita yang kedua adalah tentang ANYA Forger, Telepathic Child. Jadi dalam segmen ni kita ada 3 soalan untuk ketiga panelis. Soalan pertama adalah untuk Andri. Apakah pendapat anda tentang watak ANYA Forger seorang orphan cilik dengan telepati yang telah bertukar foster family sebanyak 4 kali dan bertukar orphanage 2 kali. There is, she seems very mysterious and I hope to get to know more about her. Silakan. Kau kena ke kiri sikit. Silakan.
Oh, kiri sikit.
Alright.
Kiri sikit. Okay.
Right.
Okay, like I said, her character is possibly going to be the best character of the show lah. She's not going to be the coolest. She's going to be the cutest and the most memorable character in this show now, even though it's going to be focused more on LOID Forger. Her character design is simple basically. She's a lolly character. No breasts, big hair, big eyes, and she had that thing, could be antenna or something like that. Alien. Simple character design if you actually look at it lah, but it's her mannerisms that makes her special lah. Everything that she says is cute, and that takes a lot of effort from the seiyu to portray. I'm gonna say that 60% of the punya show kan is going to be all ANYA at this point, from my observation. As interesting as LOID is, right, it's going to be called the ANYA show.
Are you weirded out by the fact that her toy is a chimera? It has a snake tail, it has a lion head. Aku macam chimera means, is she also a chimera, a scientific experiment? Silakan.
You see, she is a telepath. She reads minds. She reads other people's minds, one at a time, maybe most at a time. I'm pretty sure ada macam some sort of manifestation that makes her believe that she's talking to her imaginary friend. Maybe the imaginary friend kan it also consciousness. You never know. She doesn't operate on the same wavelength as most people now. When she heard people's lies, she can tell the truth, but she cannot actually decipher the meanings. So it's a interesting thing to see how it manifests in another object. She doesn't have no friends. She doesn't. Prior to LOID, she doesn't even have family. Now it's an interesting dynamic. It's like you're gonna see at this character punya macam growth kan. Her imaginary friends tends going to talk to her back at one point. We're going to listen to that. Kalau tak silap. This is usually the trend. So I'm not sure how the story goes in the future. Maybe dia punya telepathy becomes betul-betul macam psychic, macam that puppet can actually gerak sendiri or something at the end. But knowing anime kan, this is a most usual trope that things are going to happen lah. She's going to become a telepath first, and then she's going to be psychic, and then she starts to move stuff, and then starts to break dimensions, become the next Scarlet Witch.
Oh my god, I don't think you'll go to that. I don't think you'll go to that point lah. Tapi interesting theory Brazil.
Yeah, this is what the Japanese do with brain powers.
Espers. With Espers.
Yeah.
I think Akira comes to mind ya. Soalan seterusnya adalah untuk Duan. Okay, ni pun soalan spoiler juga kalau Shaz tak nak dengar ke. Pada pengetahuan anda, apakah sumber telepati ANYA Forger? I mean, adakah dia eksperimen East Berlin untuk menentang West Berlin pada pendapat kau? Silakan Duan.
Okay, setakat yang aku baca kalau volume first, memang dia tak reveal lagi mana dia dapat. Cuma yang macam kita tahu dalam tengok anime tu, memang dia di eksperimen kan oleh few doctors tu. Cuma dia buat eksperimen tu adalah sebagai senjata ataupun saja untuk macam just simply eksperimen. So eksperimen pun tak tahulah betul-betul dia ni macam mutant ke, memang ada sedikit kuasa, dia orang enhance, ataupun dia memang manusia biasa dan diorang macam eksperimen. memang pure zero, dia tak ada apa-apa, kosong. So kat dalam komik pekat manga pun dia tak reveal lagi background Anya ni. Dia tak jumpa doktor-doktor tu lagi. So aku rasa dia akan reveal me dekat further episode lagi lah. Belum 2-3 ke tak sure lagi. Cuma dia buat tertariknya kita nak tahu lagi lebih background Anya, sebab dia umur dia budak kecil, 6 tahun. Lepas tu macam dulu dia terlepas kan. So bila dia terlepas tak ada orang nak track dia kan. Sebab sekarang ni fokus dekat Twilight kan, Forger kan. So pasal dia punya mission. Sebenarnya kita tengok nanti bila mission dah selesai, lepas ni bila dia dah attach dengan Anya ni, dia dah anggap dia dah sayang dia semua. Lepas tu ada orang pula akan hunt Anya ni. Aku nak tengok macam mana reaction Twilight nak menyelamatkan Anya ni. Kat situ kat dia punya stick tu, bila kau dah attach dengan budak yang comel ni kan. Tu ada orang pula hunt dia apa semua. Adakah dia akan jadi seperti Logan defendkan S23 kan. Kat situ aku nak lebih tertarik nak tengok episod tu. Ada dah ni. Sekarang ni dia nak fokus dia akan buat akan fokus kat Twilight dulu. Lepas tu aku rasa lepas ni dia punya wife dia, aku rasanya dia akan buat dekat ni biar diorang dah jadi betul-betul family. Kat situ kalau orang jahat hanya nama tu jumpa dia dan attack family dia, kat situ baru dia betul-betul jadi spy family. Jadi nak defend dunia family. Tapi aku tak tahu, aku punya spekulasi, aku pun tak baca lagi sampai sekarang boleh dah banyak dah 7-8 aku tak sure. Dah jauh dah sebenarnya. Hopefully seperti aku jangka lah. Tapi tak tahu lah, nanti aku share.
Itu lah, I mean for such a short 24 minit punya episode, kau seed so many things in that short 24 minutes that could blossom over 25 episodes. So I think it's a very strong pilot episode, and I can't wait.
I just want to add, right? Isn't it funny that no one's chasing Anya right now? She's like a 4-year-old girl. She can read minds. No, she says she's 6, but she lied.
Oh.
She's actually 3 or 4 years old. She lied her age. She's replied that she's 6. Usually if a girl from a government facility kan, with special training kan, tak kisahlah whatever powers kan, they will hunt them down like a high priority target. But it's like they don't even know that she was missing. It's like their minds were altered. Maybe she subconsciously have more than reading minds. That's why I say
Legion tu. Itu dah level Professor X ataupun Legion. Wow.
Yeah, because that makes better sense. That's how she escaped.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Alright, Shaz dah okay dah. Shaz, we are fine. You can come back. Okay.
Okay. I'm back.
Kesian betul Shaz. Aku rasa setiap segmen for the next 12 minggu kau akan kena like zone out. Okay. Soalan terakhir untuk segmen ini adalah untuk Shaz ya. Okay, this is quite a heavy one. Pada pendapat anda, ataupun apakah pendapat anda tentang segelintir anime fandom yang sexualizekan watak loli ni seperti Anya Forger? I mean, it's only the first fucking episode, man. And she's supposed to be 4-6 year old. What the fuck, guys? So, silakan Syaz, pendapat kau.
Spicy topik. Aku pun terkejut bila aku propose topik ni. Dia macam ni. In Japan punya culture, dia punya age of consent, kalau saya tak silap lah, is a bit lower than us kan? Andri betul kan? It's like what, 16?
I think it's 14.
14, okay.
What the fuck?
So
14 consent, you can get married at certain area 16, tapi legally documentation tax wise 18 if I'm not mistaken lah.
So culturally it's a different thing lah. But from what aku faham, dan ni bahaya juga ni, kalau aku faham banyak sangat nanti orang macam like, macam mana Syaz tahu kan? Okay, so dia macam ni. What a lot of anime fans that like to couple
13.
Okay.
13. Even lower.
When they like to project themselves as the couples of anime characters, kalau kita tengok My Hero Academia memang banyak lah. This this kind of what do you call it, coupling themselves with the anime characters memang banyak. So when they do that, they don't care about the age anymore. They care about the character, but not so much the age. Make sense tak? So when they care more on the character, so they only focus on the character punya traits. Macam contohnya Bakugo is a very violent, tapi he's a very heroic person at heart. Kalau dengan with the rest of the characters, they have their own redeeming traits. And this is the part that appeals to those who like to ship themselves with these anime characters. The characters tend to be very they're not flawed. Macam kita kan, macam contoh kan, kalau kita as people, you have dia ni rajin tapi dia suka belanja macam ni. Lepas tu dia cakap dengan parents tak betul, but at work is doing fine. But if you compare it to like anime characters, the heroes tend to be very idealized. They don't have like negative traits. Dia tak ada macam tiba-tiba gaduh dengan member for no reason and things like that. So they endear themselves to this type of personalities, di mana they look at the ideal personality, and that is the thing that gets a lot of people to move to the next step, which is where aku dah suka dia, so why not rule 34 benda tu? Because they have already removed the age. As far as they are concerned, age tu dah tak, it's not a matter anymore, it's the person itself. So that is one thing which, whether nak kata macam mana, I understand why people like to shape themselves dengan characters. So from that subset of people, there will be those who take to the next step. We may not agree, and society pun do not agree with this kind of thing, but for them, as far as they're concerned, benda tu cuma fictional. See, it is not something that they bring into the real world. That is, I think, one of the, dia punya nak kata macam ni, that is about the last acceptable thing where they, as long as they don't bring it into the real world, onto real people, for them it's okay. Obviously this is completely against most of the majority of the people punya view. So to me, I actually agree with that point. Janji dia tak keluar from dia punya fantasy punya world into the real world. Kau duduk situ-situ, okay, that's fine, you just do what you want. Jangan kau bawa to the real world, duduk kacau-kacau budak-budak kecil and other, then we got a problem lah. So it's a very, very hot and sensitive topic. A lot of people would prefer benda tu, no, we don't want it terus. But just like a lot of things in on the internet, you cannot stop everything. We just cannot.
Aku setuju dengan Syaz cakap semua betul. Cuma sebenarnya aku rasa fokus cerita ni bukan pasal benda ni kan, bukan pasal untuk budak ni. Sebenarnya fokus dia pun memang pasal untuk dunia cuteness sebenarnya, family matters. Tapi fan-fan yang ekstrim, yang otaku yang gila-gila, hermit ni kan, dia orang sendiri yang buat benda tu, lepas tu dari macam kecoh semua kan. Padahal kalau audience macam kita pun tak ada fikir benda tu. Tapi yang ekstrim ni kan, yang teruk ni kan, tu masalah dia.
Dia boleh buat fan fiction of an entire school year dengan Bakugo, how they develop from dia orang sama-sama masuk sekolah sekali, and then after that they fall in love, everything become heroes together. Macam like, wow. I've seen people commenting dalam dia punya fan group official ni lah dekat Facebook ni kan. Dia like, this is a story I'm writing, like how I fall in love with Bakugo. Macam like, bukan mak Bakugo macam Andri kata kan. Bakugo himself pun kau tahu. Mak Bakugo tu okay lagi. So it's like as long as it doesn't cross that, macam Kudo cakap ni lah kan, doesn't cross that line I think just leave them where they are, as long as they don't bring the weirdness out into public and mengacau orang lain, I think it's tolerable lah. It's not something
Yeah,
kita galakkan, but it's tolerable lah.
I guess Rule 34 is the darker side of fandom lah.
My take on it is a bit different. Hopefully, I don't have this problem with lolis because I'm a MILF person, so I don't have any issues with all these loli characters lah. I know a lot of people get off on loli characters, and I know a lot of people get offended that some people get off on loli characters because they say, "Oh, he or she even are into underage characters." You have to understand that these characters do not exist in the real world. They are all acts of fiction. That means if you or someone you know likes Lola Bunny from Space Jam, you find her attractive, will that constitute as animal abuse or bestiality? Are you a furry? Why is it different? Right? Yeah, you find something pretty or sexy. No, I'm a pervert for it. It doesn't make sense. So you have to put everything into context. Okay, loli is cute, it's funny, it's attractive. You can appreciate it, fine. But if you put loli porn out in the open, that's a different thing. In this case, Anya is just acting cute, and now all of a sudden she's worse than what's that? That thing from Netflix, Sweeties. The one with the
Yeah.
I think it's Cuties. Yeah.
Cuties.
Yeah,
I don't even know it,
bad.
but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I've
go
seen the
to-
film. It was bad.
You're going to tell me that this and this are the same thing? Are offensive? No.
Yeah.
It's all about
There is
context.
true sexualization of a kid. That was fucked up, man, to watch. It was crazy.
Yeah, you can allude any character you want to. If you look at Optimus Prime, wow, Optimus Prime. If Optimus Prime grew some tits, have a more feminine voice, act more like
I
RC,
think
maybe.
That one, yeah, there is a small part of fandom that is into RC, bro. So
Yes,
itu dah bukan furry atau pedo dah. Itu dah next level dah.
Do you remember a few months back I showed you in the group the anime version of Megatron and Optimus Prime become anime women characters? Not too bad. Not bad at all.
And jangan lupa recently they produced Optimus Prime and Megatron as women toys.
That's what, yeah. And they're looking good. They look good. They look great.
Yeah.
So there was not lewdization. It's just art appreciation. So you have to put it into context. I have no issue with loli art. Some of the best characters in anime are lolis. Kishot from Monogatari, the vampire queen. She has two forms, the MILF form and the loli form. Both are awesome. You can look to both of them, and it is just the same. She's 20,000 years old, more than legal, ancient. So, context.
Yes, I agree. Context is everything.
Nick,
guys,
bukan
so-
kita ada additional commentary ke tak jadi?
Tak tahu dia nak masuk ke? Aku tak tahu dia nak masuk ke?
Aku macam cuba kau contact.
Cuba kau
Aku message macam tak ada response.
Aku call dia jap. Sorry, mengacau kita punya live.
Sebab ada member seorang kita tu dia nampak this question, so dia interested nak komen.
About this particular matters lah.
Specifically soalan ni.
Okay.
Macam mana ni call telefon tu? Aku tak faham tu.
Tu macam ni dapat benda ni, aku pun tak terfikir tu. Ni mana dia korek lah. Benda topik
Apa
ni
dia?
lah yang soalan ni.
Aku
Mana
nampak
ni
dekat
korek
TikTok. Aku nampak dekat TikTok.
Oh,
Petang tadi Nazir
TikTok.
post up yang
Aku
ada
tak
orang
terfikir
kata
langsung.
suara Seiyu tu terlalu seksi sampai
Oh,
menseksualiskan
suara dia.
Anya setiap kali dia
Okey.
bercakap dengan daddy dia. Aku macam,
What?
macam mana kau boleh terfikir benda ni siap?
Pelik gila
Kepala
lah.
otak kau apa ni babi? Macam pelik gila. Suara Seiyu tu dia melakonkan budak, tapi semua tu adalah cute lah, bukan sexual lah. Aku macam, come on guys, don't go there. So nampaknya surprise panelis kita tidur rasanya selepas semayang. So terawih. So dengan itu kita akan baca 3 komen menarik. Munif Malik mengatakan, talking about tropes, mangas and anime selalunya treat espers ni like something not surprising kalau exist pun. Natural, probably a cultural thing maybe. Don't hold your breath waiting for an explanation. That's most likely won't be any.
Tapi itu yang menarik tau, sebab this is not Earth. So
Yeah.
they have the liberty, the freedom to do whatever they want to according to that world punya this one lah, world building tu lah. She might be unique, but she might not be the only one. She might be like, mungkin dalam sejuta budak-budak akan ada seorang yang born as an esper, and tak tahulah, mungkin masa dia lahir muka cerah bercahaya ke or something, so dia okay, we got one there, we found one, itu kena rampas on the parents, we don't know.
Alright, jadi komen yang kedua adalah daripada Kudo yang mengatakan, what happened with Anya in the past, people in white coats, although we aren't told yet which country that developed the skills, was hinted in the episode we saw as per the manga. Yes, nice. That's why I want to know more. Kau dah baca 5 volume, takkan dia tak beritahu? Come on Kudo, come on. Spill the beans bro. Walaupun 5 tahun dia sekarang je baru kita akan tengok dalam anime, I want to know now.
Tu Anya akan tengok kau kan, tu dia akan cakap dengan kau, don't mind Cici. Nanti dia akan keluarlah cerita tu.
Okay, Kudo menambah juga, I would like to add, the manga is very packed in a volume. Hence, there should be enough material for this season. Alright. Tak sabar.
Very good.
Very, very good. Alright guys, so dengan itu berakhirlah segmen ini yang agak kontroversial, dan sekarang kita akan membincangkan elemen menarik kita yang ketiga. Alright, jadi segmen ketiga kita adalah tentang YOR FORGER, Assassin Mom. Aku hanya ada satu soalan dalam segmen ini untuk semua panelis. Apakah pendapat anda tentang watak YOR FORGER tidak hadir langsung di dalam episod pertama dan maybe hanya akan dimuncul later in episode 2? Was this a stylistic choice pada mangaka? Apakah pendapat anda? Kita mulakan dengan Duan yang dah baca manga dulu. Silakan Duan. Like, kenapa tak cukup minit ke nak introduce dalam episod pertama? Silakan. You're on mute bro. You have to unmute.
Aku rasa memang lebih kepada faktor duration. Sebab dia dah buat duration isi episod tu 34 minutes. Tak boleh sampai 30 minutes. So memang kalau dalam manga pun sampai dekat Yo ni pun lambat. Memang dia build up karakter antara father and daughter dulu. So kau tengok dekat at the end of the episode, kena ada mak sekali kan. Masalahnya boleh je kau cakap lah mak dia dah tak ada kan. Kau cakap aku single parent. Tapi dia ikut juga dulu kena cari mak juga kan. So dia jadi kelakar lah. So memang dia dekat dalam manga pun dia lambat keluar sebab okay, ni aku spoiler sikit sorry nanti kau akan nampak sikit background macam mana dia jumpa Jo ni kerja kat satu kedai ni. So kat situ episode tu mungkin akan fokus kat mana macam mana dia bertemu. Lepas tu kat situ nanti aku rasa tak salah aku Anya yang pengaruh bapak dia supaya ambil ni sebagai amat dia. Sebab apa? Dia dapat baca telepath this me SC. Kalau dia dapat dia bagus dia. Macam tu lah benda-benda tu. Sebab masa dia nak pikat dia pun ambil masa juga. Nak suruh dia jadi wife dia kan, ambil masa. So benda tu memang take time. Memang tak sempat untuk first episode. Memang tak sempat. Dia bertemu tu saja, nak kenal dia, hati budi lagi semua. Dia memang ambil masa. Dia cerita just nice. Memang cantik. Memang tak sempat untuk episode first.
Alright, seterusnya
aku suka
Andri.
the fact.
Chas?
No, it's okay, I forgot. It's the same question for all kan. Then I wait my
Yeah,
time.
it's the same question for all. Yeah.
Okay.
Soalan bonus untuk Andri, are you
Mhm.
okay with the slow pacing? And I mean it's a 7-day wait in between episodes and you only get 24 minutes. So silakan.
I'm okay with the story. I'm okay with the spacing, the details so far. I just we had more episodes every week coming out. It's a pretty good show. Tak sabar. But I do have to say something about YOR FORGER. She's not my type of MILF character. She's a slim character. She's not busty.
Oh.
She's not blonde. You know.
She's not busty. Look at the overlay, bro. Come on. Come on.
Come on, bro. We've seen
Overlay
better
ni
designs.
Volume 3 punya cover. Overlay ni Volume 3 punya cover.
Oh, volume 3.
We've seen better designs. Yeah. Yeah. This is like size 25. I want a size 32, 36, you know.
Okay. Kita dah tahu taste Andri sekarang. Silakan Shaz.
I think dia memang saja jarakkan these characters from all coming together as a family is so that ANYA can decide that okay, dia ni, despite my knowledge of dia ni as a spy, aku rasa dia punya intentions is noble. So it allows her to build a bond dengan dia ni dulu. Kalau you compare dengan history dia, dia banyak melompat from foster homes tu. Most likely is that they cannot handle budak ni sebab dia suka lari. You know, parents yang for whatever reason that she don't agree with, macam macam ni aku tak boleh terima. Masih bergaduh ke, or like, you know, bapa aku cheat dengan orang perempuan lain ke, you know, or the mum ni, you know, dating orang lain and so on. So dia macam, aku tak nak family macam ni. So dia lari balik ke foster home. After a few times, foster home tu dah stress, dia so ANYA pun mungkin dia fikir, tak boleh lah these people, aku belah tempat lain lah, so kena transfer tempat lain. So the fact that she choose to stay dengan LOID FORGER ni, it means that it's the person that she approves of to be the father, and we get to see their own initial bonding lah, which is quite important. Sebab kalau you sekali both of them come together, it will be an information overload juga untuk dia ni. Macam like, bapa aku spy, mak aku assassin, what's going on? You know, that kind of thing.
Cool. Yes. Kita ada satu komen daripada Kudo yang mengatakan, we still don't know the proper origins of ANYA FORGER even by volume 5. Wow. Ongoing secret ni. Ongoing secret ni. Lepas tu lagi satu Kudo mengatakan, tapi hari tu Jojo release semua kau tak suka. I guess it's about length lah. It's about like bila kau dah minat something, 24 minutes is not enough. Like I feel ramai orang minat dengan Moon Knight currently is because every episode is 50 minutes. So you get a good chunk of plot, you get a good chunk of character development, and then you wait another 7 days. So I'm okay with that. Tapi bila something is only, you know, consumable like a snack, macam 24 minit, kau dah habis snack tu kan, kau lapar lagi, kau macam aku nak lagi at least 24 minit lagi, you know. So I understand format anime is not really 40 minute ataupun 50 minute format because of how it is in Japan.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Netflix give us like 6 episodes at one time.
Yeah.
At the same week, same day. If SPYxFAMILY give us like 2 episodes per week, I'd still be okay.
Yes, like how they do Korean shows. You get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
You give me 6 episodes one day kan, anything I muntah darah.
Betul.
And thank you Kudo
for Stranger Things season 4 because Stranger Things season 4 will be half a season released on the same Friday. Every episode is 1 hour, so you get 6 hours of Stranger Things. Tak kemuntah kau nak tengok 6 jam tu macam. Anyway, Andri, you were saying thank you Kudo for
thank you Kudo for reassuring my fetish. Please understand when I say MILF, right? I want soccer mom bills. Yor looks like a uni student. When I look at her, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to the bake sale. You're lying. You just came out from tuition. It's not myth.
Alright.
Tapi itulah, I think it's quite interesting the fact that kalau you compare kan, if every episode is at this level of success from dia punya production, storytelling and everything, and you compare with My Hero Academia, which had okay low points, to just barely enough to end with a okay lah, we got resolution. I think it's tolerable lah. Satu seminggu is fine, because ada banyak lagi cerita lain kita nak ikut juga, like K-drama ke or whatever show ke. The only show yang aku pernah binge honestly lah kan is Cobra Kai kau. It's the only series aku tengok one weekend satu season, pecah kepala, but it's like yeah.
Stranger Things pun tak tengok. Stranger Things pun tak layan sampai habis.
Dia tak layan lagi tu. Dia tak
Stranger
layan
Things.
lagi.
Tak layan lagi. Oh, okey.
Terbaik.
Okey lah, not bad lah.
Aku panelis yang sangat lembab tengok cerita-cerita sebenarnya.
Itulah. The fact yang dia boleh jadi panelis pun nasib baik tu.
Tu lah.
Kau boleh tanya Shaz, berapa banyak filem MCU Phase 1 to 4 yang dia
Oh, banyak ke tengok?
Dua tangan.
Okay.
Dua tangan.
Doctor Strange 1 aku tak tengok. Doctor Strange 2 dia apa?
Sudah. Tak tengok satu, jangan tengok dua lah.
Yang ni lah.
Dah
Yang
keluar
raya ni lah. Multiverse of Madness lah.
Hari Raya.
Multiverse of
Hari Raya,
Madness
Raya.
to be Doctor Strange.
Yang multiverse ni number 2 bukan 3
Yes.
bro.
Yes, kan.
Oh ya, sebab dia masuk dalam Spider-Man punya filem tu, aku confuse kejap.
Betul.
So aku ada confuse. And then Winter Soldier, yang apa, Winter Soldier dengan Falcon tu kan aku tengok satu episod je. Sampai sekarang aku tak tengok episod 2. Loki aku tengok habis.
Loki habis. Oh, okey.
Cerita WandaVision tu aku tak tengok lagi.
Oh. Kena tengok kan? Sebab ada kaitan dengan Doctor Strange. Kena tengok kan?
Itulah. Ant-Man aku ada 0.
Apa?
That's why kita ada diversified punya panelis. So ada setengah yang strength dia adalah anime, setengah strength dia adalah MCU, stuff. Alright guys. So dengan itu berakhirlah segmen ini dan kita akan ke harapan kami bagi episod minggu depan. Alright, so personally I cannot wait to learn more about this awesome world building, dunia spy era Cold War ni. I can't wait to get to see the mom. Why would she even fall for this shit? Something must be happening for her to say yes to this. And then I cannot wait for all three worlds untuk bertembung. The spy world, the assassin world, and then the telepath child running away from scientists. So I can't wait. I think it's a great start for an anime, and the next 12 weeks is going to be awesome. Apakah harapan anda untuk episod SPYxFAMILY minggu depan? Kita mulakan dengan Duan. Silakan Duan.
Harapan aku sebenarnya aku dah tahu dah. Aku dah tahu dah dia akan jumpa dia tua kan. Cuma aku mengharapkan dia punya anime tu kekal lah semua. Dan pemilihan seiyu untuk dia punya mom tu kena lah. Sebab watak dia macam ada apa macam tu macam ada alter ego tau yang mak dia ni. Sebabnya dengan family dia jadi seorang mak yang baik, rumah, pemalu apa semua. Bila jadi assassin, dia totally different person. Dia pakai semua seksi ketat-ketat, lepas tu dia ganas, dia macam cold-blooded lah. Muka mata dia pun lain, bunuh apa semua. Dia ada alter ego ataupun split personality, ada alter ego, dia berubah. So aku mengharapkan ada orang seiyu yang boleh bawa innocent tiba jadi ganas. Nak tackle loh. Sebab macam kau tengok Twilight tak ada dia tak ada alter ego, dia adalah dia cuma menipu ke. Tapi yang YOR dia memang kena cari seiyu yang kena lah. So aku mengharapkan dia dapat seiyu tu dapat ni lah.
Nice. Seterusnya Andri, silakan. Your hopes for next week.
I hope there'll be more comedy for next week. Especially comedy from the new character lah, YOR FORGER. I know she's not going to be the top MILF of the season, but at least become one of the top funny characters for these seasons lah. I am hoping that this is just a guess, the main reason why dia jatuh hati dengan LOID and ANYA is because of her mother instincts kicks in lah. Bila tengok ANYA, she may be a cold-blooded killer, spy, whatever she is, tapi bila tengok budak tu, tiba-tiba her estrogen levels naik, so it'll be funny. So I'm hoping more comedic value added as the series progress. It has a lot of details, it has a lot of spy stuff going on. More comedy, please.
Right. Oh, nampaknya kita tak boleh berspekulasi seperti biasa. Kerana menurut Kudo, this is a fun show with plot lines moving along in both serious and comic undertones. So nak bedah pun maybe susah sikit kot. Okay lah, kita bedah 10 minit je lah nampaknya minggu depan. Okay, silakan Syaz, harapan untuk episod minggu depan, silakan.
Aku nak tengok perangai ANYA je ni, because the way she acts is like this precocious little kid. Nanti dia macam like, aku tahu semua, tapi lepas 10 minit berlari dia dah pancit. Dia dah pingsan. It's very hilarious because she's trying to act adult, and dia punya facial reactions macam contoh kita tengok dalam the trailer kan, bila dia YOR ni macam lah, oh aku ingat lagi aku pernah patahkan tulang dia tu, dia punya reaction macam oh, it's a stereotypical anime adult punya face punya reaction, but on a kid. So she has adult-like reactions to situations which tak kena dengan dia sebagai budak. So it's very funny. All the story building and the background story tu, to me is just kira extra bonus lah. If they just deliver on the comedy every week pun, I'm very happy already.
Alright guys, so aku rasa dengan itu berakhirlah sesi bedah kita minggu ini. Apakah pendapat korang tentang SPYxFAMILY episode 1? Tell us in the comment section below. Terima kasih kepada para panelis kita, Andri Alwi, Kaki Anime, Shaz juga Kaki Anime, dan juga Duan Kaki Komik. Jumpa lagi di episod-episod yang lain. I think esok kita akan bincangkan tentang 5 berita menarik daripada Hollywood, dan hari Khamis kita akan membedah Moon Knight Season 1 Episode 3. Itu saja untuk malam ini guys. Majulah fandom untuk negara. Bye.